people who work in the gentlemen's club industry aren't exactly the most amiable individuals. There will be many of your coworkers who will be rough around the edges, snobbish, rude, belligerent, uncouth, and just downright mean. Now, I haven't had too many issues with this during my career, but the instances that I have dealt with are certainly worth mentioning. Public humiliation isn't a matter of if it happens, but when. Even your clients will do it sometimes. I remember walking through the door to my dressing room one night to get dressed and ready for action. I put on my sexiest outfit, which is in fact pictured all over the blog as one of my top 5 best outfits, and in Freedom 5. And when I walked out of the dressing room, another dancer said to me, I think you're getting too big in the shoulders. Don't you think you need to tone it down on the workouts? She said this to me in front of all of the other dancers in the dressing room and was dead serious. Everyone just kind of stopped what they were doing and looked at us, and I was so embarrassed. Of course, she herself was only 5 feet tall and very out of shape. In my heels, I'm 6'2", and standing next to her, I made her seem like a dwarf in comparison. I was also just starting out with my fitness modeling routines, and I had just gotten back from Venice Beach, California. Now, I blew it off, which is certainly one way to handle it. The other way would be to stand up for myself, which I was never really good at doing, especially growing up. I had also had toxic boyfriends in the past that tried to rule me, change me, and tell me that I wasn't good enough just being me. Now, isn't it funny how we never think to say what we really want to say when we're in these situations? You always think about it later and you wish you would have ripped into them. But then that isn't a good solution either, especially since you'll have to work with these people. It's not a good idea to burn bridges or even pass along gossip. Trust me, news travels fast about what he said and what she said. All in all, the best way to deal with these situations is, number 1, get the offender away from the scene and away from other people. Then, number 2, ask them in private, well, what did you really mean by that? Let them talk. Don't put them on the defensive or cast blame. Give them a chance to apologize or explain themselves. And number 3, let them know if they have something derogatory to say, to at least tell you in private or to call you. By saying this in front of your coworkers, it just puts everyone in a really uncomfortable spot. Now, if they still choose to disrespect you, number 1, just blow this person off and keep the relationship as business-like as possible. Example, hello, goodbye, etc. Number 2, request not to work with them anymore if possible, and only be around them if you have to. And number 3, don't tip this person out as much as you do others, if applicable. If you walk softly and you carry a big stick, not being mean or confrontational, but hitting them in the pocketbook where it hurts, then they'll back off. And number 4, know that you don't have to deal with these people for very long, and then don't worry about it. Turn your nervous energy into lap dances and VIPs. Let it make you better at what you do. Your feedback is very important to us, so please comment on the blog below with any questions or concerns that you have. Strippers from around the world are bound to chime in on the discussion. And you can even find more in-depth videos, education, and training on our blog under the following categories in the navigation bar: Freedom 5 and Champagne Inner Circle. This is Jennifer McCumber here, wishing you the best of success.